I have on the phone with me Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation President and CEO Margaret Davis. She was awarded the Department of the Navy's Superior Public Service Medal in 2008. She brings the foundation almost 20 years of volunteer leadership with Marine Corps family readiness programs. Margaret Davis, welcome to the program.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning. Welcome. How are you? So tell us about your organization.
Pleasure to be here.
Oh, great. Thanks. Tell us about your organization.
Well, you and your listeners, Glenn, know how many military charities there are out there. And so I want to start to tell you by telling you what's really distinctive about the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, because it is experienced. We've been around 53 years. So we've been going through peacetime and wartime, and we've been delivering over $90 million worth of scholarships for 53 years. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that we're outcome driven. And this is fairly unique in our world right now with nonprofits and so many people after others for support. We are outcome driven. We measure the impact that our program has in helping to transform and strengthen America. And we're focused. And for 53 years, we've honored Marines and the Navy corpsmen who helped save their lives by educating their children. And that's the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation.
And tell me about how many children have you been able to help get educated over that time period?
Well, that's right. So we've provided almost 40,000 scholarships over that period of time. And just this year alone, we've provided $6.6 million to 2,200 children of Marines and Navy corpsmen who serve with them all over this country, and a nice chunk in Pennsylvania alone, I might add. So that really we're doing heavy lifting and focused on those children who sacrificed so much for the rest of us. And
this is college scholarships?
That's right. These are college, university, and career technical education, which is really important to remember. You know, there's some phenomenal jobs out there right now that are going vacant because we don't have enough skilled labor in the market. And so we support, most of our kids are pursuing a 4-year degree, but we want to be sure people know that we have career technical education scholarships available as well.
That's terrific. So, and the need, of course, is that our military people, our Marines and our Navy corpsmen, they're not paid a lot of money. And if they're raising a family, being able to save for college is a tough challenge, right?
Well, that's absolutely right. You know, there are 3 really important reasons we need to do this and need to partner with your listeners in being able to have that impact. We all care about the future of this country and the strength of it. And when you hear our outcomes, and we'll talk about that, you'll see why we can claim we're making a difference. The sacrifice of these families is huge, not only with an all-volunteer force of less than 1% of our country's population serving. These folks and these families are seeing multiple deployments, frequent moves, and then, as you said, Glenn, we get to the pay. And, you know, our military service members don't do this job for the pay. They do it because they're called to serve their country. Yeah. Nonetheless, the pay is not great. And when you look at the cost of in-state college tuition, room and board, about $20,000 a year, the average household income of the kids we're funding is only about $50,000. That's just not tenable. They can't. No family can figure out how to do that. So we're honored to step forward. About 86% of our kids are children of enlisted military service members, and we're delighted to obviously help support them. The other distinctive feature about this program, Glenn, and I know your listeners are savvy investors and care a great deal about how they spend their money, we only pay the school after verification of enrollment. So, you know, we've got really some good double checks going on and can assure people that the money is getting right to the right cause.
Wow. I tell you, Margaret, you think about talk about a worthy charity, right? There's a lot of things where you're giving away to a charity and you're wondering, gee, is this money really going to the right place? Or am I throwing money? Am I throwing like a drop into the ocean where my money doesn't really matter? Here, my goodness, you're talking about hardworking, tremendously patriotic, terrific, American military families, Marine Corps and Navy corpsmen families, where the average income in the family is only $50,000 a year. These are people who are serving us every day, deploying into danger, sometimes dying, and out there serving us, and it's their kids. And how can a military family like that save $100,000 to send a kid even to a state college for 4 years or to a technical school? And what are the choices? The kid can take on a lot of debt. But what an incredible, incredible cause to help these families, these worthy families, not the worthy families, to put their children into college where they get great skills and then can graduate without debt or with very much smaller debt, and so they can really be great participants in the economy. I mean, what better cause is there than that?
Well, I appreciate your endorsement on that, and I have to say you're absolutely right. And, two statistics will jump out at you and your listeners. And those are 86% of our students are graduating. They are completing. And compare that to this paltry figure in our country of only 40%. We have 35 million college dropouts now. Not our kids. Our kids are so motivated. As you said, they're raised on honor, courage, and commitment. And they are so motivated to get through their program, complete, and go forward. And here's another interesting fact. We've got 60% of our kids are studying science, technology, engineering, math, the health sciences, and business. And those kids are getting jobs immediately.
Wow.
So it's really just terrific. And our country needs this. I mean, this is no question making a huge impact on our country. So we say, invest in honor, courage, and commitment. Do great things for those who are sacrificing for the rest of us. We put the money right to work, and I can always tell you where it is. We have 4 stars in financial accountability and transparency. And you look at what's on the news, and I'm sure on your show, too, of, unfortunately, some of the scandals that have come up with nonprofits, cancer charities. There's a lot of conversation right now about the Wounded Warrior Project. There's a lot of conversation about where is the money going. I can tell you exactly where it's going. It's where your listeners want it to go.
Well,
we do all of this with only 8% of our revenue going to general and administrative expense.
Only 8%, so 92% goes to the actual scholarships. Margaret, it seems like you go to work every day with a purpose. It's not like you're doing something that doesn't matter.
It's a calling. I'm honored to do it, and we've got to do it for these kids. You're a military family. So many of your listeners are. You all get it, and let's get together and make a collective impact for these children, but also for the future of the country. This is positive. This isn't charity. I would say this is not a charity. This is an investment program.
Yeah, it's
and
terrific.
The dividends are huge.
So, Margaret, how do people donate?
Well, we invite partnership. Donate by going to our website, www.M as in Marine Corps CSF. So Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, MCSF. As your listeners might know, that's Mike, Charlie, Sierra, Foxtrot.org.
So MCSF, Mike, Charlie, Sierra, Foxtrot.org, or people can just Google Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, and they'll find you as well, I'm sure. And
that'll work. And it's a great website. I really encourage people to take a look at the website, and you'll see the difference they're making.
And, of course, you can also go to glenmeakem.com, my website. There's a link there for the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. And, Margaret Davis, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.